One of my favorite intercoastal waterway fishing holes in Flagler County is located on the north entrance of Stomach Lake, which is about 6/10 of a mile south of the Moody Boat Launch. You need a watercraft to get there, and on this day my friend Keith and I decided to paddle out our kayaks. The Moody Boat Launch is located under the Moody Bridge in Flagler Beach. It is a county-run facility and is well maintained. The ramp has the capacity to launch 4 boats at a time, so there is usually little or no waiting. After loading up the kayaks with our gear, it's time to head out. The paddle out to Stomach Lake usually takes about 15 minutes or so. On the way out, we pass a boardwalk and fishing dock. This is part of Betty Steflik Park. Sometimes I stop here to cast net for bait or capture fiddler crabs, also used for bait. Today we decided to continue on to another place where we can usually catch mullet, mud minnows, pinfish, and other bait fish. After grounding the kayaks, we walked around looking for bait to cast for. You need to be careful where you step when on foot in the muddy areas. It's easy to sink up to your knees in muck, and getting out can be a real pain in the neck. Some fishermen and women are really skilled with a cast net. I can't say that I'm one of them, but I can usually do well enough to get bait. On this particular day, Keith and I both got a decent collection of assorted bait fish. Now it was time to board our yaks and continue to our destination. Located right at the north entrance of Stomach Lake is a sandbar that stretches about halfway across the creek. Even at high tide, the water is usually only ankle deep. Right across from the end of the sandbar is a good-sized oyster bed. Fishing around the edge of this oyster bed can be very productive, as many game fish feed around oyster beds. This is also the channel that runs from Stomach Lake to the main waterway. Many fish also like to feed at the mouth of this lake. I've also had good luck casting to the south of the sandbar, where there is a nice deep hole. There are also several oyster beds close to this area. Keith chose to fish the edge of the oyster bed as well as the mouth of Stomach Lake. I cast my pole to the south of the sandbar in hopes of hooking a flounder or redfish. The fish that I have personally caught in this area include reds, sea trout, flounder, mangrove snapper, ladyfish, jack crevalle, and catfish. Today, however, we are going to be limited to a couple of jacks. Keith landed one small jack from near the oyster bed and the other larger jack closer to the mouth of the lake.
Man, I'm running low on battery. Get him in fast.
All right, go until I get him.
No, it's cool. Good.
Yeah, he's towing all over the place. Let's be another jack. Unless he's like, sideways.
Ah, it could be a red. They do that too. They'll take you for a ride.
But he's definitely fighting like crazy. Now he's coming in. He's really fighting. Oh, it's a jack.
It's a big jack, man. That is a big jack.
He's huge. Wow, he's a monster.
That is a big jack. Do you want to put a tape measure on him just for curiosity's sake?
Sure. At least 20.
That's a huge jack.
20. Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
I had no luck on the south side of the sandbar, unfortunately. After a couple of hours of fishing, we decided to head back to the ramp, as we were starting to lose the light, and neither of us had brought the necessary lights for night fishing. Night fishing can be a lot of fun, but that's a video for another day. Thanks for watching, and we sure hope you get a chance to try out this great fishing hole.